All right, good afternoon, welcome. So if you're new, I'm Grisel, and I teach this class, been teaching for a long time. Today, we're gonna use a TheraBand if you have one and a yoga block. If you don't, we still make it work, so don't worry about it. And we'll put the block right underneath, and then the TheraBand you can put in the back of the chair if you like. You won't use it right away. So sitting upright, we always begin our yoga class with a centering, seeing if you can move a little bit away from the back of the chair. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, relaxing the tension from your face, your shoulders, your back. Making the breath a little bit deeper with every inhale. And then setting an intention from the practice. So what that means is just thinking of something that you kind of want to work on today, whether that's someone coming in, whether that's strength or joy or whatever it is, and just kind of bringing that to mind. If something does, if it doesn't, that's okay too. All right, take a breath in, reach your arms up and overhead. And we'll exhale, come to heart center. Again, inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, coming to heart center. And then sit nice and tall, lengthen from the spine. Allow the hands to reach down towards the floor and find some gentle head rotation. And bring the head to go gently to the other direction. Now remember, as we go, if there's anything going on in your body that needs adjustment or change, or you need to skip it, you are in charge. So make sure you follow along and change as needed. Tilt the head over to the side. Bring it over into the other side. Come to center, keep the head facing the front, and then turn the hands in, and then allow the head to go up and down. So if you're saying yes. Bring the tongue to come back up on the roof of the mouth as you come back to center. Keep the tongue there and move the head over to the side. So engaging the front of the neck. Tongue is still on the roof of the mouth as you move the head to the other side. Continue with the tongue there as you begin to move head from side to side. You're going to turn the hands facing forward, coming from your shoulders. Inhale to center, exhale to the other side, and one more on each side. And then coming back. All right, shoulders roll up and back. And then bring it forward. And then roll them back and keep them there. And then inhale, reach those arms up and overhead again. Interlace the fingers, press nice and tall. Add a little bit of a side bend. Bring it up and over to the other side. And one more to each side. And over. Release the arms into a cactus arm. You're going to bring elbows to touch, hands to touch, and then reach the elbows back. Try to keep the elbows at the height of your shoulders, so ideally, otherwise just towards the chest in. And then on that next breath, we go a little deeper into that side bend as we hold the chair. Bring it to center, over to the side. And then we bring it back. All right, trunk circles, so moving around. And then bring it the other direction. All right, come to center, some cat-cow, so rounding your back, chin in, lifting the chest. Do one more each. And then coming back to center. Twisting the spine, make sure your spine's nice and long. And then coming over to the side. Come to center and then over into the other side. Let's do one more to each side. Keep the twist, but look over to the front only with your head. So head turns to look at the other shoulder. Come and find the twist to the other side. Again, keep the twist, but just turn your head over to the front. And then bringing it all the way and back to center. All right, we go around and around with that leg, warming up the lower body. And then bringing it the other direction. And then come and kick that leg out and in. And then flex the foot and reach down in the direction of the foot. As you feel comfortable, try to keep the leg straight. Come back to center. We go on the other leg, around and around. And then bring it over into the other side. Kick the leg forward and back. Extend the leg, flex the foot, straight leg, you come down. Inhale, bringing it all the way back to center. Lift the first leg we did and then rotate at the ankle. Bring it the other direction. All right, very good. Let's do that on the other side. And bring it the other direction. All right, bounce the feet on the floor. And then lift the heels and lift the toes. All right, look down to your toes, lift all 10 toes, try to drop them one at a time as best you can, and then see if you can lift them one at a time. Now I can tell you for me, it doesn't happen. Like in the middle, kind of some of my toes, especially on the right foot, are like kind of have a mind of their own. So you just do the best you can. And that goes for everything we do. And then release it. Bring the 8 toes down, lift the big toes up, and then drop the big toes down, lift the 8 toes up. So first I want you to look down and make sure this is actually happening. Now, if you have shoes on and you need shoes on, that's okay. Just still do it inside the shoes as best you can. All right, on that next breath, sit upright, close your eyes, and then just tune in to what's happening. Lift the 8 toes up, drop them down, lift the big toes up. Do that a couple more times. Right, connecting to that sensation. I can't see my toes, but I know what they're doing because I feel them moving. And then allow your eyes to open. All right, let's squeeze the shoulders into the back as if we have the TheraBand because we're going to use TheraBand next. So squeeze, release. As you squeeze back, make sure your shoulder blades are coming together. And then turn the palms of the hands facing up and squeeze and release. All right, one more time. Come and bring the elbows to glue into the rib cage and rotate out. So you're keeping elbows in and you're just rotating out. Out. Out and hold. Feel the back of your shoulders, those rotators. And release. Now come in and squeeze as if you're squeezing the muscles in your chest. You actually do it. And then open the hands, reach back, come in and squeeze. And again, squeeze. All right, and then release and shake the arms. All right, let's do tapping first. And then we'll do our TheraBand work. So tapping, right? Creating that connection between your brain and your body. So as you're tapping, you're not just checking out and being like, I gotta go do this next, I'm gonna cook this. So you're staying with that. I feel my leg, I feel my lower leg, right? You come into your belly, you feel your belly. So you're staying with whatever you're feeling throughout, whether it's challenging, right? You don't want to check out, or it's something a little bit more pleasant. Up and down. So you're coming towards your kidneys and down. If you need to do one side at a time, you can do so, right? If you're not able to bring both arms back there. All right, come into the center of the chest. Breathe in. Let the breath out through your mouth. Again, breath in. All right, come and tap into the shoulders. If you're giving yourself a pat on the shoulder, come through the inside of that arm, down all the way to the hand and fingertips. Make sure you get those fingertips. And then up, and then come on the top of the arm towards the outside. All right. I want you to stop and just close your eyes and notice that arm. And now notice the other arm. So if you're feeling anything on that arm that feels like heavy, tingling, warm, that's what energy feels like, right? When you're awaken the energy and when you pay attention. So come on the other shoulder. And then come through the inside. Top of the arm. All right, very good. Rub the palms together, create a little bit of heat in the hands. We're going to tap the crown of the head. Wake up, brain, wake up. All right, come into the center of the forehead, all the way down towards the temple on the jawline. Make sure when you come under the eyes, you don't touch like the soft part of the eye, more like in the bone area towards your sinuses. Above the lip with one hand, below the lip. All right, we're gonna do a tense and release from the feet all the way to the face. It goes in a wave, so you tighten up nice and slow until you vibrate. So it's high, medium, low, or low, medium, high, and then high, medium, low when you let it go, okay? So breath in, tense, low, medium, high, vibrate with energy, high, medium, low, release all the tension. Again. Next, we're going to do it with breath. So you got to coordinate this. So it's a double in through the nose, double out through the mouth, and it goes like this, as if you're... The last two are shorter. So your inhale, short, long, exhale, short, long. Okay, here we go. Tense. Short and long, tight, tight. Exhale. Tight, short, long. All right, stop, close your eyes. Notice the increase in your heart rate. Notice the energy, right? You should be feeling it all through your body. All right, let's get started with our TheraBand work. So we do all kinds of stuff in this class. We do TheraBand work because you need strength, right? Strength, brain health, prove it. Open and close. So we just start working the posture muscles in the back. You're squeezing those shoulder blades. Open and close. Open and hold and pulse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then let it go. Open and close. Try to keep your wrist nice and straight. So if you were to look at your knuckles, they're in line with your elbow. They're not down or up. And hold it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go and shake it off a little bit. All right, so we go up. We bring the arms behind the head, bend the elbows. Again, if there's anything in your shoulder you need to skip, you need to modify, please be careful. All right, keep it up this time and then go a little bit from side to side, just a little bit of a stretch. Side to side. And one more time. And bring it back. Release. And then roll those shoulders up and back. All right, palms of the hands are facing up. If you felt like that was pretty easy, close the hands a little bit for this round. And you're gonna go open and close. Now, you see when I go back, my band doesn't do that. I have resistance the whole time. So you see, I come back, I still have a little bit of resistance. My band is not floppy. So you might have to close your hands a little bit. Open and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Open, close. We open and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So by now, I'm like, okay, I'm about done with that. So that's how you should be feeling. If the band is too hard and you can't finish it, then you need something that's a little less, right? And remember, you get these bands and there's different tensions. And if it's too easy, then you need a different band. So we're gonna bring it here, right here, not in your lower back, right here. We're gonna work the chest muscle. So you're gonna turn the hands facing down. You stay right where you are. And then you're gonna crisscross. So I'm feeling it already. If I have it like this, I'm not gonna feel much, but if my hands are closer to the chest, then I'm gonna feel it more. Switch the cross, cross, continue. Squeeze. We're gonna hold. Keep the muscles working under tension. So squeeze nice and tight. Close, squeeze, bring it back. Cross. Okay, we have someone coming in. Ideally, we want people on time. Let me see who it is. Okay, I think it's Patricia, so we'll let her in. It's one of the regulars. All right, so we cross, bring it back. Cross, bring it back. So as if you're giving a punch. So this is a little easier now because there's only one. So if you want to walk the hand a little bit to the back, you can. Hola, Patricia. Cross. Cross again. Cross and hold. We're almost done. Cross. Uf. Haga unos cuantos más, Patricia, porque usted acaba de entrar. All right, shake it off, let it go. Roll the shoulders a little bit back. Go a little side to side. All right, back muscles, and then we get up. So we go and bring the band right here under the feet. Make sure it's right in the middle, que estén como en el medio para que no se salga la banda. And then when you come forward, you hinge at the hip, you zipper your lower belly, and you keep your spine straight. So I don't want to be doing this. Round the back, pulling down, right? So straight back, chest is up, and abdomen is engaged. So you're pulling the elbows straight back and down. Straight back and down. So you don't want chicken wings to the side, okay? So in and back. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's like a little pulsing motion. Bring it back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The last one here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do one more round, but first I want you to turn the band like this twice and then hold it on this side. So you're basically forming a loop between the legs so that we can bring that leg out, out, out. So this is where the loop TheraBands are great for this, but we can make it work with this one. Out. If you're not feeling it, close the band a little tighter. Make sure that knee is also going out, not just the foot. Sometimes I see people doing this with the foot. It's the entire leg, especially that knee is pressing out. Hold it out and take this one out a little bit and pulse the knees out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm about done by now. Like, I've had enough. So that's what you want to think. It's like, oof, that was a lot. All right, bring the arms back again, zipper in the lower abdomen, and you go back, back, back. Three more. All right, pause for a moment. We're going to do the pulses, but let's take a moment. Come forward and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you don't release it all the way until you take a break after the 5. Again, back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have one more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. Bring it here. One last time. You go around once or twice, and you open the leg out, out. Remember, knee pressing out, not just the foot. All right, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out. So I won't do too much of this, right? Because there's a lot of new people. I don't know if you do TheraBand work. And then the rest of us, it's been a long summer. We haven't done this. So we pulse out 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it out. That's it. All right. We're going to stand up, work a little bit. If you have a block, I know a couple of you came in late. If you have a block close by, you use it. If you don't have one, then don't. Then I'll show you how to do the modification, right? All right, so bend to the side. We'll put it here so it's out of the way. So bring the block and put it right here on top of your chair. That way you don't have to stand up. If you want to drink some water, right? We're like halfway through. Si quieren un poquito de agua. So I always give you like a water break when I remember. Most of the time I remember. Sometimes I see you guys drinking water and they're like, whoops, it's water time. All right, so the rest of us, if you're not drinking water, you're in mountain pose, right? Just working our posture muscles, lengthening up. If you prefer to stay seated, you need to stay seated. You need to hold on to the chair as we go along. Perfectly fine, okay? So it's you and your body. You're in charge. Okay, for everybody. All right, let's take some breath. Inhale. And then exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Good. Inhale up. Exhale to center. Inhale up. All right, let's show the new people pulling prana. So pulling prana, prana is just energy, right? It's just the word for energy. We hold as if we're pulling something, but we do a sound. So we go and pull, open, pull. So whichever position my arms are in, they're always opening and closing. It's an inhale, ha. It's an exhale that you say ha, and it's nice and loud, okay? Unless you have somebody sleeping at home. Ha. Make sure you breathe, because if you're like ha, 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 you're going to hyperventilate, right? It's not going to be enough breath coming in and a lot of breath going out. So you inhale, ha, together, ha, ha. One more, ha, from the top if your shoulders are okay. Ha, ha, breathe in, ha, ha, ha. Pull from the side, breath in, ha, ha, ha. Two more, ha, ha. We stop and take a moment. Just notice what that did for the body, right? Everything has a purpose. You just got to pay attention as we go along. We lift opposite arm and leg. So left arm, right leg. La mano derecha, la pierna izquierda. Very good. Opposite arm and leg. Okay. As we walk in place, if I need to keep my feet close to the floor, that's fine. If I need to lift my heel only because I can't lift that leg up or I'll fall, heel only. So you modify as needed, right? 1, 2, 3, you pick. We're going to pull prana as we walk. So you go up, up, and you go, ha, and you pull, ha, with the arm that's up, ha, 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 ha. You're only pulling with the one on the top, ha, aha, ha, 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 ha. Last one, ha. Come back to center, take an in breath and an out breath. All right, we walk in place. Opposite arm and leg again, just a little walk. Move your shoulders, right? So move your shoulders. Notice how my arms, so I move side to side so you can see me. You can keep facing the front of the room. So you go this way like that. Very good. And try to find that rhythm that you get your heart rate up, right? If you want, run in place, little run in place. If you want a little more, if not, keep walking in place. And then we come back to center. Mountain pose, nice and still. See if you can close your eyes unless you're losing your balance. Keep your eyes open. Notice your whole body, awake and ready. All right, grabbing that block next. We're gonna move a little bit side to side. So we'll take a little break before we find that chair sequence. So the block, let's say you don't have a block, that's okay. If you have the block, you're holding it like that. Oh, I love the cushion. You're so smart. I love it. So you can hold anything or you bring the hands together instead of holding something. So if you're holding it from the outside, arms are up. Keep the feet either all the way together if you want to work a little bit more balance, or keep them a little bit apart if your balance is not that great today. So lean from side to side, side to side. So you're moving the hips one way and the shoulders the other way. Hips one way, shoulder the other way. Very good. Keep the arms glued to the ears, so you're not going to do this. It is not that. It's your whole body comes together with that block as you circle bending the knee, but the arms don't separate from the ears. Imagine your arms are glued to your ears. Los brazos están pegados con las orejas. No se separa el brazo de la oreja. Bring it up. You go one way, you go the other way. Right? Getting that mid back to wake up. One more, and then bring it back and lower the hands down. Move the shoulders, wiggle the arms, whatever feels good in your body to kind of take a little break. Okay, so now we go. Sit on an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. You put the block on the floor and you come halfway. So it's like a halfway forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, come back to the chair. Come all the way up. Exhale, sit in that chair. Exhale, forward fold. If you don't want to make it that far down, just put the block on your knees, but it should be okay with the block because your trunk will be parallel to the floor. Inhale, back to the chair. Bring it all the way up. Back to that chair. Press the block now. The block along the ears. You're pushing the block with both hands. Forward fold. Inhale, back to the chair, pressing the block this time. And then all the way up. All right, block goes between the legs. So when I put this block between the legs, I'm not going to put it long ways. I'm going to put it short ways above the knees. There is space between the block and your hip and between the block and your knee. So you are not pressing with your knee. All right, we go. Sit in the chair and squeeze the block. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to mountain. Again, sit down, different chair. So every time I come into chair, different chair, and squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to mountain. See if you want to do a chair that's a little lower, or maybe you want to do a chair that's a little higher. Just see. Sit down and squeeze again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold it. Hold the squeeze. You're trying to make a pancake. Como haciendo un panqueque con el bloque. Apriete duro. And then come back and into mountain pose. Okay, right here again, we're gonna squeeze that block flat like a pancake, right? Working those inner thigh muscles. Engage. 5, hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're gonna release it. So you're still holding. You're gonna release it from high to medium to low. Like you release 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, nice and slow. Again, squeeze, nice and tight, and release it super slow. So you're keeping the muscles connecting to working in a different place each time. And then release it. Let's do that again. And this time we just sit and we're gonna add a little twist. So stay where you are. You're gonna open the arm back. Keep the knees pointing to the front. Come back to center. Twist to the back. Come back to center. Again. We're almost done. And back. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. On the exhale, bring the arms behind. Interlace your fingers and extend the arms back. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, breathe in and breathe out. See if the arms want to lift a little bit more, if that feels okay. If it doesn't, just keep them there. And then let it go and just kind of roll the shoulders a little. We'll remove that block and I want to stretch these muscles. So we're going to go behind the chair. You stay facing me. I turn around because otherwise you don't see me. You're going to open up the legs and then you're going to fold to whatever's comfortable. Keep an engagement in the lower abdominal muscles. You can stay right here. Maybe you can put the forehead on your forearms. And you just focus on the breathing here. Stay there, keep breathing. Make this a little. All right, it's that next breath that brings you back up. And then you press to down dog. So feet together, you press back just for a moment. And then on that next breath, inhale, bring the right leg between the legs of the chair. So stay where you are. You're holding onto that chair. Your leg is between the legs. If you need to hold on, you hold on. If not, the arms go up and above the head. We're going to propel ourselves off the back heel. So you're going to lift the back heel and drop it down. Lift the back heel, drop it down. Lift, drop. Keep it dropped. Try to lengthen that back leg. And then see if you can add, stay where you are, a lift back through the whole front of the body. And then slowly release. Switch the leg right away. So send that leg back. Arms are up. You're trying to balance there. Very good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, you're going to propel yourself off the back heel. So lift the back heel. Place it down. Lift the back heel. Place it down. Lift it up. Place it down. Very good. I can't see a lot of your feet, but at least you're moving forward. And then on that next breath, you reach the heel back and lengthen one arm, that maybe both, but you're leaning back a little bit more. And then on that next breath, you come back to center. All right, bring both legs and into mountain pose. Inhale and exhale. Mountain pose. Okay, the big star, right? The 5-pointed star. Open the legs and then bring the hands towards the top. If your shoulders are tired and you want to keep the arms like that, that's okay. You're going to bring the hands to close all the way in and keep the thumbs out, okay? And the arms are gonna go out. Breathe in and breathe out. Now, if your balance is okay, you're gonna shift the weight and lift the leg. Otherwise, one hand is gonna come and grab that chair, and then you're gonna lift that leg. You can always lift it and place it down, right? Lift and place if you can't hold it up. Come, release the arms, take a little break. We go on the other side. Arms up, lift the leg, see if you can hold it there, or lift and drop. Come and release the hands down. Breathe in and breathe out. All right, open the legs wide again. This time, palms of the hands facing down. You're coming into warrior two, towards that right side. So you're gonna pivot the front foot, knee follows that second toe. All right, come and eagle your arms. What does that mean? You're gonna stack the elbow on top of the elbow. The hands are gonna lift. If your elbows don't meet, you hold the shoulders. Remember which arm you have on the top. Inhale, reach and open, follow the hand. Come back, eagle your arms. You're switching the arm on the top. Bring it back. Open. Bring it back. Open. Do it until you feel like you're even on both sides, right? So if you have one more, otherwise you stay right here. On that next breath, right, when you're done, straighten out the front leg and find triangle pose. Again, we're gonna pull prana here 3 times. So inhale with that top hand, ha, pull down. Pull the hand down and pull, ha. One more, ha. Keep it up and bring it back to center. Stay with me. Count the times, right? So if it's 3 times, you're paying attention. And then lengthen and reach through the crown of your head. Deep inhale, full exhale. Again, hands closed, thumbs inside, reaching all the way up. If I can, I lift that leg up or lift and drop or hold to the chair, whatever you need to do. Bring it back, lift the other side. And lower all the way down. Take an in breath and an out breath. Open the legs nice and wide. You're in warrior two on the other side, right? If you need to hold on, here's your chair. Again, eagle those arms. Exhale, let them go. Every time you switch the arm on the top. We have one more round. Once you feel like you're done, you're even, you release into triangle, straighten up. 3 pulling prana. Inhale, ha, ha, ha. Very good. Come back to center. That's it. Turn it in. Bring the arms behind. Interlace the fingers this time. No start. Coming into prasarita. If the arms don't want to lift and you want to keep them in your sit bones, that's okay. Keep them down. Inhale, that next breath brings you slowly back. You toe heel your feet together and you're back in mountain pose. If you're comfortable closing your eyes, do so. If not, find a soft gaze somewhere straight ahead. All right, let's do a little more balance before we sit down. So opposite arm and leg. If you want to make it a little bit more closer to the floor, you can bring it right here on top of your block or on top of the chair, otherwise behind the chair is perfectly fine. Come and switch it up. Opposite arm and leg. Now notice if you're here, but you don't need to hold on to the chair, that arm goes back and you just place that hand on the leg. Switch it up, right? So you will look like this instead of holding on. Bring it out, switch it up. All right, one more time here, but this time we're gonna switch the position. We're gonna be here loading this leg for a little bit. So we're gonna bend the elbow and the knee, bringing them in. They're both coming in. Aha. All right, now one is in, but the leg is out. So the arm is in, the leg is out, and then make the switch. Leg is in, arm is out. So one is doing one thing, the other one is doing something else. Very good. Let it go, come up, and then bring it back to the other side. Again, it's the same. They're doing the same, bending, and then you switch it. One bend, one straightens. And they're doing that switch at the same time. Leg goes out, arm goes in. And we come back to mountain pose. Deep inhale, full exhale. All right, face me, move side to side, loosen up. See if you can tap the shoulder and the opposite hip in the back with the hand facing down, facing out, out, out. Come higher towards your kidneys. It's a little higher with that hand. Very good. All right, touch the shoulder and the hip. Opposite shoulder, opposite hip, switch it up. Switch it up. All right, walk in place while you do this. Up and down. So make sure you're touching your shoulder and your hip. Touch shoulder and hip. So you go fast only if you got that connection there. Very good. Now you touch the shoulder and the knee, shoulder and knee. Make sure you make that connection. You're actually touching it. And then you speed it up if you got it. Look from side to side. And then look up and down. Very nice. And then just that's it. Swinging the arms. Let it go. And then we come back to our chair. So we'll do a few stretches and a little meditation. All right, do a gentle trunk circle. Bring it the other direction. All right, come back and then lift. Lift, then letting that knee go out to the side, bringing the foot up. Bring the foot on top, figure four stretch. Move a little bit forward, a little bit back. Remember, if you're unable to put the foot here, we just put it down below by the foot, but we let the knee go towards the floor. All right, next time you come forward, bring the hands facing up, bring the thumb and the index finger to meet. Move away from the back of the chair and sit nice and straight. Allow your eyes to close. We're going to connect to the breathing. Inhale for 5. Hold for 1. Exhale for 5. Hold for 1. So hold the breath out for 1. Continue on your own. 5. Hold 1. Exhale 5. Hold the breath out 1. One more round here. When you're done, release that leg down nice and slow. Pause. And then switch the leg, bring the other leg up. Again, first we just move it a little forward, a little back. And then we find length in the spine. We bring the thumb and the index to meet. We allow the eyes to close. Notice how you do with this, because this is concentration, right? Frontal brain. Are we able to stay on task? Can we keep our eyes closed? Do we start coughing? Do we have to move? In for 5, hold for 1, out for 5, hold the breath out for 1. One more round. Letting that leg go, just releasing, taking a breath in, a breath out. All right, for the next one, you can either use the block or you can just come halfway. So you can come here, you can walk the hands here, you can use the block. So it's different for everybody how deep you can go with these. Maybe you put the block here and you just put the hands down. Maybe you prefer to stay more upright. We're gonna find 5 breaths here. So make the breath deep. Inhale for deep breath, hold, and then exhale and let the breath go. And do those 5 rounds. Now you're counting, I'm not counting. When you finish, you come up. I love seeing how everybody's breath is different. So some of you are already up, very good. I just hope you're counting. That's the only thing that you're actually doing the work and focusing. All right, cross the leg, add a twist, open to the side. Keep the arms up so the twist is a little bit more active. And of course, you're twisting to the leg that's crossed on the top. Inhale, cross the leg, twist to the other side. Keep the arms up so it's more active. Uncross the leg and just a regular twist to the side, holding the knee and the leg. And to the other side. Come to center and sit all the way either onto the back of the chair if you want to go on your couch, on the floor. If you still do Shavasana on the floor, you can do that. We're going to do a few rounds of Chitali breath. So that's where we curl the tongue. We inhale through the tube, close, and we exhale through the nose. So in through the mouth, out through the nose. If your tongue doesn't curl, keep the tongue behind the teeth, and then inhale with open lips, and then exhale through your nose. Just about 5 rounds to cool the body. Whenever you're done, take your time, just allowing the eyes to close, sitting into the back of the chair and just finding final relaxation. Begin to slowly deepen your breath, finding some gentle movements in fingers and toes. Moving the head a little bit, side to side, up and down. Allow your attention to shift to the sounds in the room. Allow your eyes to open, looking around and just kind of getting yourself in the present moment. If you're flat on your back, making a transition slowly into seated. It could be on the floor or the chair. We'll take a breath together, reach the arms up and overhead. We'll exhale to center. Take a moment to thank yourself for coming to find your yoga practice. And together we say namaste. Namaste. All right. Thank you.